Hey, what is going on, people of the internet? My name is Bruce Holiday or Freckly_BPG. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be comparing two laptops that I've already done reviews on. Well, one of them. But here we go. Bam. So, yes, I do have my Christmas tree up. Don't judge. I know. Okay, so, here we go. Now, if you remember this laptop, I did a review on it, but we're going to be seeing if it can hold up to a laptop that costs 3 times as much. So, let's get started. So, on this corner, we have the Acer Chromebook R11 base model. This runs for $159 on Best Buy and Amazon. And here's the HP Pavilion X360. This runs for $500 on Amazon and $449 on Best Buy. So, can a laptop that costs 3 times the price hold up to a Chromebook that is almost as fast? Let's find out in today's video. But guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, follow my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat links down below. Let's get started. Bing! So, let's talk about the specs. The Acer Chromebook R11 has an Intel Celeron N3050 dual-core at 1.6 GHz. It has 2 GB of RAM and 10 GB of flash drive storage. It also has a 100 GB Google hard drive in it. So, storage is a little bit limited on the main drive, but if you step up to Google Drive storage, which this comes with for 2 years, yeah, there you go. The HP Pavilion X360 has, drumroll please, a Core i3-7100U at 2.4 GHz, 6 gigs of RAM, and a 500 GB hard drive. It's a Seagate 4200 RPM drive. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, a 7200 RPM drive, but I'm only experiencing 4200 RPM speeds with this thing. So, you gotta keep your expectations low. But, let's open up the Acer. Okay, so, the Acer 11.6-inch screen, it has a resolution of 1366 by 768. This is also the gray model that they no longer sell. Here is the keyboard trackpad as normal. The microphone is right there, and there's also a microphone up there with the camera. Let's test up boot up speeds. Alright. Let's get started. So, oh, it's got to connect to my Wi-Fi. Okay, so that was an 8-second boot up. Roughly 7 and 9 second boot up time, which is the same boot up time that I got in my, on the laptop review video. I'm going to log in quickly. So, once you get on Chrome OS, it will say sign in with your Chromebook. So, I'm going to do that quickly. It's like signing into your Google account. We are logged on. So, that was roughly 10 seconds in total to boot up and log in. So, that is pretty crazy, but it's a Chromebook. I'm going to adjust the brightness to 220 nits. Okay, yeah, it's a 220 nit screen. It's TN display, so don't expect any crazy color and viewing angles here. Let's take a look at the HP Pavilion X360. So, you can actually open up this laptop with one hand. Alrighty, here we go. So, it's got a 14-inch 1366 by 768 display. And the viewing angles are better than the Acer, but the color and display is better on the Acer because it's smaller and it's more, like, crisp. Alright, now let's test up the booting speeds. Now, the power button on this laptop is right here, but on the HP, it's on that side. Alright. Let's test up booting speed on this one. "20 seconds. So that's roughly 13 seconds above that boot time right there. Let's log in. Now the way you log in on this computer is typical Windows. You put in your password. So I'm gonna do that quick. So it roughly takes 21 seconds to boot into the device, which is pretty good. Whoa. Okay, it's opening up Google Chrome. We do not want to open that up. Alright. So, now both of them have like the same background because it's Thanksgiving. So, I have Rain Meter installed on this computer to check anything and stuff like that. So that's why everything's a little more cluttered on the screens. But, let's talk about the operating systems. So, with the HP, you have Windows 10. You have the typical start menu right here. And then you have like your taskbar down here. Cortana support, everything. Windows 10 boots amazingly on this device. It's a really awesome computer for home use. I would not game on this thing, but I was doing YouTube on this thing for like a couple of weeks before I got Budget 2.0 running. So, now, the Acer, we've already talked about this in the other video, but it runs a special operating system, Chrome OS. So, instead of a caps lock key, you get the search key, which brings up the start menu. So, this is basically the start menu for the start button right on this corner. And that's what the start button looks like on this corner, and that's what the start menu looks like on there. So, the start menus are very weird. Well, at least on the Chromebook, the start menu is kind of strange. Alright, let's open up Google Chrome on each device and see how it handles booting up to Chrome. Alright, I'm about to open up Google Chrome right now. 4 seconds. That's crazy. Alright, now let's boot up Google Chrome on this device. So I'm about to boot up Google Chrome right now. 13 seconds. That is... And this thing has better specs than this machine. This machine is faster for web browser. So far, it's faster. Now, I'm going to open up my school account, Google Chrome Assistant, on this computer. Let's open up an app that... Let's open up a web page that is extremely, like... lightweight. So we're going to open up one of on my Science Daily plans on this computer. See how long it takes. Eight seconds to open up my teacher science page where we do all our work. Now let's go to this Chromebook right here and see. So 8 seconds for the HP. Eight seconds again. Wow, so it's pretty much the same on... It's pretty much the same loading web pages. Now let's see how good it can handle... The Chromebook can handle different web pages. We'll open up my inbox. And we'll go to youtube.com on here. Alrighty. So it's running nice. It ran nice. Everything is doing really nicely, switching between apps and stuff like that. everything seems really smooth for the past few days that I've been using this laptop, and I'm doing a week. I'm in the middle of doing a video for using the Chromebook for 1 week. How does it turn out? Video for Saturday, before I go meet my stepsister for the first time. So I won't be able to do videos this weekend. I'll probably record videos on my desktop and then bring them over to this computer to upload. I don't know how good the hotel's Wi-Fi is going to be. So that's pretty much SOL so far. Alright, now let's open up different tabs on here. Bam, bam, bam. We're opening up the same tabs. Alright. Alright. So everything seems to be running nice and smoothly here. Everything runs smoothly because this is my main laptop. Everything runs... You know, I'm honestly going to say this has a extra 4 gigabytes of RAM in it. Has 4 more gigs of RAM than this computer does. And this computer feels a little more snappier. Probably because it's got Chrome OS. But that's besides the point. So, let's talk about the keyboard and trackpads on each device. So, the Acer's keyboard, the keys are kind of small, but I got used to them quickly. And here's how they type. Oh, I gotta get off of Google Chrome. Right, there we go. They're quiet, which is good for typing in school classes. So, the trackpad is very, very accurate. But like the surface is kind of hard to glide a little bit, but overall it's a very, very nice trackpad. It supports swipe forward and back, swiping up and down, although going down, you have to go down like this to scroll down and go up like this to scroll up. So, let's do a typing test on the HP. The keyboard on here is big and clicky, and I like it. Honestly, I like it better than the Acer's keyboard. The Acer's in very close second. Here is a typing test. So, you can see that the HP's keyboard is louder. That's because this has HP's custom key switches where it's scissors, but it has the mechanical type sound. Now, we're going to open Spotify on each device, so I'm going to have to close Spotify on my main computer that's running the music of the background of this video. The way to run Spotify on the Chromebook is, you know what? Oh shoot, hold on. So, it's like a web app, so you're going onto the web page, but there's an actual desktop app for Spotify. So what this is, you know, Spotify got blocked at the school, so since I'm on my Wi-Fi, Spotify is working on this computer. So, let's go to... So the trackpad, like scrolling down my Spotify page, is so nice. It is very nice. So we're going to play each song and see how the speakers sound. Now so we're going to test the HP speakers. So it's got Bang & Olufsen sound at the top here, but the speaker's a little bit off. As you can tell, it's right there. But then the Bang & Olufsen logo kind of it's kind of off of the delete key where it's right on top of the escape key. So the speaker grill is kind of off, but these speakers sound nice, but there's no bass. Now we're listening to Rockstar. This song has, I think this is the bassiest song I've ever heard in my whole entire life. No joke. So, for some reason, my Spotify account on this Chromebook is connecting to this computer, so I'm going to have to shut down Spotify on this computer next. So, let's run Rockstar. So we're going to be running at volume 22. My mom is sleeping, so I cannot run this at full volume, but even at full volume, it is so loud. So I would recommend running the HP speakers on volume 22 because if you go a little bit higher, they'll start to get a little bit distorted and it's very loud. So I would recommend using 22 to 30 volume on this normally because it's actually kind of loud. Alright, now let's test the speakers on the HP. So there's literally no bass, but that is a clear and rich sound. Let's close Spotify on this computer because it's literally connecting on to this computer. Actually, I'm going to have to reload Spotify on this computer. Oops. Okay. Alright, now we're testing the speakers on the Acer Chromebook 11. This is the volume I would recommend running the speakers at about half volume. So, let's test the speaker quality. Now, the speakers are Harman Kardon speakers. They're located at the bottom of the laptop. Right there and right there. That is a subwoofer. And actually, this computer has a subwoofer, but there's very minimal bass right there. So both of these computers are completely fanless. Well, I would consider them fanless. There's a little fan that's running the vent on the side, and there's a little fan that's running a vent back here. But they're pretty much fanless. You really don't need a fan on each of these laptops. But the Core i3 is kind of powerful on this laptop, so I'd recommend at least a 2mm fan, laptop fan. So let's test Rockstar on this laptop now. Alright, so what can we conclude about these speakers? Now, very clear, the mid-end is kind of lacking on this laptop, but the speakers I could live with on this laptop, but I would recommend a pair of headphones. On this laptop, I would not recommend a pair of headphones because these are perfectly fine for everything. But if you really need that extra crisp for editing, use Corsair Voids on these headphones. On this laptop. So, overall, I am pretty impressed on each of these laptops, and I would recommend, now if you want a full Windows laptop and want to play a little bit of games on it and do some web browsing, HP is perfect. But for most people, for pretty much everybody that just does web browsing, the Acer Chromebook will be perfectly fine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out. This Christmas tree's dope, though.